Up after the big cafe in the park, and Pennsylvania doing very, very nice coffee and food. What have I forgotten? I don't think I've forgotten anything, I don't think. Any questions, anyone?
Bushy Park today. It's the 8th of July, Saturday, 9 o'clock of course. And this is the pilgrimage, as they call it. So the biggest event, but also the first, started 14 years ago. So that's the first timer briefing. And there's normally well over 1,000, like 1,500 runners here. So this is the start. So this is pretty extreme. There's a lot of people. So we are at the start. Everybody screaming away. So that really is a mass start. It's not like Southampton where you've all got to kind of end up on one little path almost instantly. With a real big start. Gravel trail for a little while. Just wait for everybody to thin out. It's the first corner.
Thank you, Marshall.
Thanks, Marshall.
1 kilometre, guys.
Thanks, Steve. Thanks, Marshall. You see everybody streaming around these corners now. We've thinned out quite a lot. Coming around by the lake, by the pond. So about coming up to 2 kilometres into the park proper now. Next turn coming up.
Nice running, everybody.
Thanks, Marshall.
Great work.
Thanks, guys. Next big corner. About the halfway mark almost. Thank you, Marshall. Thanks, Marshalls. Just coming out of the woody section. 2k, just under 2k. Thanks, Marshalls. Everybody up ahead. Thanks, Marshall. Putting back into the bracken. Marshall. Thanks, guys. Thanks again. So the turn for home. 0.7. 3/4 of a kilometre to go. Jules, doing a great job. Now spinning around the pond. 400 metres to go now. Waking up the fishermen. Into the finish. There we go. Thanks, guys. Thanks again. Here's the funnel. So what they do is actually a double funnel here. So roughly every about every 50 runners, they switch the funnels so they don't get congested. Everybody still gets their correct token, but they do this switching just to manage the queues, because you can look at it here. It's taken me 3 minutes so far and nowhere near the tokens. So that's it. So I've got my 6:37, which is middle of the pack, which suits me fine. So I'll go and find the scanners now, who assume it's all over there. So every 50th runner they give us a little plaque that says stop, so they obviously stop giving out the tokens to that queue and then switch to the other queue. So yeah, very well organised. Here we go, it's the scanners. It's all the scanners working hard, and the sorters already hard at work, getting those back into order so that they're all ready for next week. So you can see how many people there are finishing. There you go. Great stuff. Well, it's very hot, it's very dusty for about the first 3k. The dust trails really did throw up a huge amount. Yeah, that was quite something. So I'm going to wait around for Deb, just see whether she was a bit umming and ahhing about doing this because of her back. But she was going to start it at least and see how she went, and you can always double back because it's like a figure of 8, but the middle doesn't join up, if that makes sense. So you can kind of come back on the return leg very quickly. Right, so I'll just go and cool down a bit and then I'll start looking out for Deb. So back at Kingston, just gone for a little walk through Bushy Park to come back to here. So back to the busy old road and river. Seen the rowers go up and down the river, so yeah, that was great. Very dusty and warm today, but nice. The sun stayed behind the clouds.